любом случае, чтобы не банили секрет, мне кажется, уже им будет... Неплохо у нас пока. Я просто не сказал, что...
Хватает. Прям возвращаясь к тому самому неприятному герою. Против Бэй, набрали против Снайпайер, против могильщиков. Здесь Бэтрайдер, он вообще абсолютно ничего не делает ему. Луис сдался. Ну вот Феникс.
Ну...
Por cierto, si te gustan las manualidades, te recomiendo que le eches un vistazo a mi otro canal. Hola, pequeño. Hola, Radio Mágica. Estamos celebrando Halloween. ¿Me llevas a hacer un contrato a un lugar tenebroso, pero chistoso? Miedoso, pero
Gonna head over, make sure that Nisha's not alone whilst Kuro hang.
divertido, donde pongamos a prueba nuestra valentía.
At the same time, not losing the precious XP.
With the way that things are going around mid, Kuro, he's not going to be leaving this area anytime soon. Puppy looking around.
Very annoying.
¿Qué son las musas? Ten cuidado con el aire, que no les dé. Que tenga cuidado con qué. No te escuché.
Tengo que arreglar esto.
A ver, ¿qué será esto?
kill off Miracle. GH just didn't. Or spells to use, and Nisha will live, but he's forced out of the lane, and more space is given to Weehar in the middle.
You mean more space for Yaps or on
I was saying Yapstor steps in. It's similar how he was playing the off lane last game. It was like, Zai, step aside. This game, he turns up to mid and says, Nisha, I think you should take a walk back to base, sir.
Well, Zai usually is a sacrificial offlaner, but in this game, he is having such a good time. There's no way he's dying early on. The only one who can burst them is Lina once she gets to level 6. Check that replay.
Well, it looks like after forcing Puppey back to the base, Puppey did come back out. Mind Control was able to get the easy kill because of that, having that incredible amount of level difference, of course, between Nigma's offlaner and Secret's position 5. River attempts to go with the Omni Slash, and that should do it. Yep, Kuro, he's gone, or is he? The Firefighter. He's still got it. The movement speed's there. There's no way that Kuro gets out of that. Matu able to find a solo kill.
For a moment, I thought that's gonna end up the way it ends up in my pubs. You know, Juggernaut clicking on the ground instead of clicking move button.
Putting it up just in time, Matu. Stop, Zai. GH right back. It is this point. He's level 5. He knows how aggressive he can play. And we'll try and turn. The tower goes upon him as well, but with the reactive armor built up, those 3 points in it, pretty impossible for these two to ever really threaten a kill. Puppey, on the other hand, definitely a juicier target. They've got to be careful though, Nigma, with the 3 members back in this lane. Yapsel turns up once more. He's ready to offer help if Miracle and GH do start to go onto Puppey. Look to try and separate GH. They pull him back. The tether is broken. He'll split up and then rejoin. Bring across Zai. Zai's going to look to dive. Cold feet from Puppey onto GH. GH is going to get just outside the range of the proc, so they won't get frozen. Playing it safe, making sure not to feed his life away. Obviously, the real threat's going to turn up in this lane for Nigma once Zai hits that level 6, and he's got that extra burst and slow control. He's ready to offer help. Weehar did head up to...
That's a big one.
Was top.
Batrider with the haste rune could easily gank the side lane or just get a good grip on V if he decides to show up.
Just 1 creep away from hitting the 6 and being able to get the point in lasso. And then, you know, you're right, whether it's a case of running up to one of the side lanes or being prepared with a TP to make a quick move. Nigma, they will see the haste is in the bottle, so they'll know to play with that in mind and make sure that if they do go for an aggressive play on a side lane, they are prepared to back out as soon as Niche is off the map. Sort of the peacefulness for both teams on the bottom lane continues. Mind Control soaks in every wave. So does Matu underneath the tower. Top lane, things not quite as dreamy for Miracle as Zai.
Blows him up.
He really does. Just walks up, a chakram and a whirling death, and Miracle is gone mid lane. Nisha also able to find the pickoff onto Mind Control. 2 big kills for Secret.
Look at the wards at the bottom. Nigma was prepared, but so was Team Secret with that 1 ward showing the rotation coming out from Mind Control. This
what's worked so well for Nigma when they play this live through. There's so many games where way to make sure they do their best to slow down Miracle early. But Miracle, he's a lot of backup now. Kuro, GH and Weehar, attack Mind Control. 5-0 turned up. They know that they've got to kill off Zai, and they'll do it. Nigma addressing the problem full force, and they will find success in killing off Zai.
have they not learned anything from the last game? Killing Zai doesn't get you anywhere. Like, this man wants to die. Jokes aside, they need Lina to get the kill. I don't think Mind Control was necessary to TP back to to the top lane to secure that kill, which will result in a lot of damage, or maybe even a free tower on the bottom lane. Matu with that massive madness, and look what he has queued up.
Oh, yeah.
That Crystal is 3 position damage.
I mean, it works out. It really does. That 45 damage, you know, you take into account the percentage crit with that boosted amount of right click. It's a lot of damage, and suddenly a lane that is a little spooky to come into alone anytime the Omni stash is up. You've not got any way to break it or evade it or get back to creep. Matu can do a decent amount of single target damage if you step forward. Michael Charles back in the lane, feeling confident with his wave pushing in. He's trying to slow this down, doesn't want to let this tower go down too freely for Secret. Iron Shell's out. Matu plays it safe, Blade Fury to avoid any sort of damage coming in from that Iron Shell delusion from the wall. As Mind Control will be successful in pushing back Secret and making sure this tier 1 tower stays alive for now.
Life Stealer, good for that mixed damage. Maelstrom, vicious against the Timbersaw because the physical damage is not that good against him. It will also increase his farming ability. Creep wave clear, which I'm not gonna say they lag because Darkseer will always be using Iron Shell on the creep wave, and there's Sweep, but you need to have something to push on the lane. That's a nice one.
Perfect position for Weeha and GH to get the setup from the high ground. They'll be able to chase down Yapzor as well, get the two of them. Weeha doing exactly as required, playing aggressive on the map, utilizing the abilities of GH and Mind Control to chase these targets. Yapzor will turn with a cheeky stolen Laguna Blade, but not enough burst alone to threaten the life of GH. And this is exactly what you need to see from Nigma. Weeha getting active and utilizing this Lina on the side lanes to get these kills on heroes that for the most part have been uncontested for the laning stage. Both Zai and Matu, they need to be knocked off their game if Nigma wants to try and get ahead.
AA needs his level 6. He needs to find farm XP somewhere, so they have this global presence. Bat just finished his Boots of Travel, and he wants to play active. Like AA ulti plus Boots of Travel, they can be anywhere on the map.
The lead overall does continue to creep up for Secret. Nigma need to get a better hold on these heroes on the side lane. They're going to look for the play up top. Kuro trips up, Zai with the spike carapace. And GH and Weeha, there is no stopping for these two boys. Everywhere they go, they're looking for carnage and they're getting the chaos they want. As Zai gone, every single time with this relocate, you'll see these, they're going to look for the moves. Secret, they've got to be a little careful how they do push out on the side lanes with these cores, because they are, for the most part, they're playing entirely alone. These relocate ganks will punish that.
It's easy to set up ganks like that. You have Nyx Assassin, Inter relocate play. Also, Nyx very efficient against the Timber, so I'm not gonna say his hard counter because Timbersaw already had the stacks, so you're not gaining new stacks, but you're keeping the ones you had before. Break, efficient plus the pure damage, of course, the recent change.
And that extra setup, extra sort of defensive ability as well. That item, the Yule Scepter, completed by Weeha. So suddenly a hero that's a little harder to play into if Secret do step forward. Whether it be Bat Nisha trying to jump on one of his teammates, he'll be able to use up the Bat and set up the combo. And of course, now a lot harder for Matu to find an opportunity to go in with the Omni Slash on Weeha. Always be able to keep himself safe. Going for the full playmaking build too, queues up the Blink Dagger, knows how important it is as this Lina to just keep feeding off the heroes of Secret.
Zai a bit more careful. I mean, 3-4 heroes are missing.
Weeha. There's that Yule setup. They've got a lot of stun between the two of them. Kuro and Weeha locking him down. Laguna Blade comes in. Zai still a little too tanky. Spike Carapace is outside. Tries to go for the escape, but the Carapace does prevail. Stuns him up. Zai's got a little bit of backup coming in the form of Puppy, and it is enough. Zai will live this time round the hood. Up Defiance, giving him enough magic resistance to keep himself safe. As Nisha swoops across, Nigma keep the distance. Secret won't be able to find the counter kill. There's 4 heroes this time trying for Zai, and they won't manage to take him down. They were fortunate enough the last 2 times, but with this first sort of few items being done, Zai is beginning to become quite the problem.
Level 10 talent, 225 extra HP plus good on Zai, kept him alive. They're gonna get a kill for a follow-up.
And he's gonna go for the last though. Zai leaning in with this Jackal, he's going to GH. He's gonna die in time. He he will. They'll get the two supports, and Secret, they'll look to chase for more. You know, Weehar's relatively alone. Mind Control's coming across, will be able to offer up a surge, get him into safety. Great two-man stun from Weehar. Holds back Zionisha, and Weehar's able to run away. Thanks to the boost of Mind Control. Matsuma Man's attention has been brought over towards this middle lane. He'll gear up with the boys and look to take mid. Weehar still around, able to start nuking them down, trying to hold on to his tier 1 tower for as long as possible, at least buy time for both Kuro and GH to get back into the game.
They're really limited on the tower damage at the moment. Batrider doesn't provide anything. Timbersaw can't throw his body. Jog, he can't really just go in and see the long range initiation from Lina. 11-10 talent is already up and running.
Nigma. I mean, what was sort of their best point of call? If you're Nigma right now, who are you saying we need to kill? I mean, both Zai and Matsuma Man, of course, if he gets the Blade Fury off, these aren't easy heroes to gank. It really just seems like it's mainly down to the setup of Kuro to get them up.
Problem is, they don't have anything that goes through Blade Fury TP. Have a kill. They got Kuro.
An easy Omni Slash for Matu, and it looks like with that sentry placement around, if he did have the Vendetta to try and escape, it wasn't going to work. Matu hunting down Kuro, as Kuro was setting up for potentially one of those plays we're talking about, trying to find vision and an opening to get GH in with the relocate, bringing Weehar through. It's the river. They'll find Puppey alone.
Puppey got a really late level 6. He just got it like a minute ago. Here comes relocate.
See Puppey's trying to run over to the help team, help the rest of his team, but Mind Control will be able to stay on top. We'll see back there indeed. It was the case underneath the sentry. No escape for Kuro. Do get Puppey. Can they find knocked back onto the other as Kuro will be chased down by Nisha. Mind Control looks to surge himself away. Dragon Slave off the mark did have the
Still good, keeping him alive.
See what they've found. Knock back and a blast from Yapzor. This time it connects. The Fade Bolt takes him out. 10-8 Secret doing a good job of matching this pace that Nigma's been so good with. They're keeping this lead against Nigma in the early game. 3K gold.
Full fight on Zai, so a lot of that damage from Nyx Assassin and Lina will be mitigated.
Incredibly hard to make any sort of play where Zai's around.
Under attack.
At least until Miracle starts to get his item build online and has some form of being able to offer up the right place mid lane. He's just getting brought down very low. Able to juke at the two of them. Mind Control TP's in. Tier 1 tower down to under half health as Secret standing their ground. Zai knows that he's pretty much an unkillable beast right now. Nisha trying to separate him. Spike Carapace will proc on him, but he's already able to get the lasso off. Dragging GH out there, but GH still finds the opportunity to turn the back to safety. Matsuma Man commits to the Blade Fury though, finishes off the kill on Io. And now Secret can try and turn for more. Mind Control is going to be the focus. Miracle commits with the raid.
That's not the target.
He just cannot do any damage at all to Zai right now. They do not have the means to deal with this Timbersaw at this early stage with the lead that Zai's had. They're going across to the Timber Chain. Zai touched down with the help of Matsuma Man, one of them. The Omni Slash. It's a perfect set of bounces. Miracle's got to run. Ice Blast will be easily juked. Miracle heads down to south as the Ice Blast won't connect. But it's looking rocky for Nigma. This speed that they want to play it, it's getting knocked up this early. 17 minutes in, Secret's lead continuing to grow. What does Nigma do,
Dire's middle tower is
That's a tough question. They don't have the answer for this Timbersaw, who is extremely farmed. There's no pure damage. In the previous game, there was Rubik that can steal stuff from the Timbersaw. There's like no enchanters that Nigma loves to play, so they allow Timbersaws to get in. Now there's pretty much nothing.
Is much going to change when sort of Miracle has the halberd, or even at that stage, you're still looking to try and get this life stealer to an item on top of it before you can feel confident on making these 5-man plays as Nigma?
The way Nigma has been playing for the past 3-4 days is have this lifestealer who's extremely farmed, but right now he's not. Like, Batrider has more farm than him at the moment because he was shut down in the laning stage. Is this the target to go for? I don't think so. 5-man rotation.
They're kind of looking for it. They're going to sweep a little deeper, as you say. They know they've got to find someone quicker to kill than Zai on the front. They do find Puppey in the trees, straight over the go. The AA's out. Now the turn towards Yapzor. Yapzor, he's stunned up. They start the fight with the 3 support kills. But already we are being focused. Lucius in with the lasso. Will keep himself defensively safe with the Yules, and he'll turn and run. Matu, straight down. With the playthrough, but Kuro's broken limb, and Kuro, he turns for the last bit of help to get to the stun off. Matthew, he's deep, healing walks out, has to get the damage to kill the shot. Matthew's able to run. Nisha picks off Weeha. Nisha, he's just cleaning up the back lines. Nigma will get the kill though on Matthew. Matthew's out of the game, but Nisha, he's still full HP and full trouble for Nigma. They've got to get rid of this bat. Surge up. Can they continue to chase Nisha with that Firefly? It's too elusive. They cannot stay on
Just
top of them.
ignoring Zai. I don't think you can do anything to this man. Nice wraparound from Nigma. Getting these two supports. These are the kills that you need to get. Also forcing a buyback from Puppy in the previous fight. Like, you need to kill the Rubik. He's providing a lot of control. Whatever he steals from Lina, either LSA, either another nuke, will bring them extremely low. Juggernaut also did not pop the ulti in the previous fight.
Tower's under attack.
That was a very nice attempt of a smoke from Nigma, getting in that wraparound, ignoring Zai, knowing that there's going to be support sat behind him. Still overall yet to really slow down this lead that Secret grows. They'll get out and reclaim this outpost down bottom. Coming in about 30 seconds before the XP bonus will click in.
Also, they don't have that many stuns, so AA blasts are not landing correctly. And heroes are so speedy. You have Surge, you have Lina with her fast, you have Iris tethered to a life cycle. All right, you want to take a fight? Come fight us in the Rose Pit where I can easily land AA ulti.
We should be aware of this. There's no heroes of Secret showing in the lane. Sure, Secret do have the superior ward coverage around this area. Nigma, they'll take what they've been given, finish off the tier 1 tower in the mid lane, but they're not looking to head anywhere over here anytime soon. This should be a very easy road for Secret. And now suddenly on these cores, you have to do it twice. Last fight, they were able to take down Matuma Man, so Secret will allow him to be the one to hold the Aegis for the next push that they'll look to make. And immediately off the back of Roche, they'll smoke up and start to look to take a fight against Nigma.
Asking. How does that even work? Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Oh, another good initiation from Nisha.
That's pretty much the perfect start to the fight. 3 hours been found.
Want to hear a dad joke?
Radiant's bottom
I
tower.
call Nisha who has a good initiation.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, I don't know. What do you call
I don't
Nisha
know.
who has a good initiation?
Initiation?
Oh no.
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh no,
needs a
Lacoste.
hand. Radiant's bottom tower.
I made myself laugh. That's what matters.
I'm sure
Sorry about that one.
I'm
Chat.
sure the fans are laughing at home.
Dire's middle tower.
I know
looks
he's not
to be
laughing right now,
disintegrating.
Nick, but this game's not looking fun for them.
Dire's middle tower.
It's getting
is
rough.
falling.
It's getting heavy. Secret. Sort of
Radiant's bottom tower
giving
is
Nigma a bit of
under
a
attack.
taste of their own medicine. It's 21 minutes in, and
middle tower is
Secret,
under
they're
attack.
up to the high ground, starting to knock at the doors of Nigma. Nigma's got to respond.
Radiant's bottom
Secret will
tower
back
needs a
off
hand.
a little bit. This bottom lane does need to be pushed out. Matsu will be the one to get onto that. Straight down to bottom. He'll look to bring the third wave through for Secret. Nisha, itemization.
I'm glad that he changed to BKB. He needs to be careful about Spike Carapace
Yeah.
or Lina landing a stun. If he gets BKB, he can cut into backlines without problem. There's nothing that goes through spell immunity.
We go, smoke time for Nigma. It's a tricky one. It is into this Aegis. But they know they've got to take risks. They're down. They have to look for the big plays, Nigma. They're over, but the sentry's there. Puppy's going to have vision. They're going to know that this is going to go down, but still, Puppy will be burst. Nothing he can do to keep himself alive, but maybe they could turn and take kills in return. Kura, he does split. Make sure the Omni Slash only soaks up by himself. There'll be a buyback as well from Kura. It's just perfect. Secret Massive is chasing him with a Blade Fury. Weehar's dead. He's not going to utilize his buyback. A quick relocate to the side. Does separate Miracle, but it's Nigma on the retreat. Another Yule's here to hold back Mind Control. As Mind Control is left behind, GH is focusing on trying to get Miracle out of there. He'll split, tether back across the lift up from Yapso, holds him in place. Miracle's still very tanky, but does he have the damage? He's trying to find the support. He's trying to find Yapso, and he does get the Ruby, but GH will fall. It's Miracle and Kura against the three of them. With the rage ending, Miracle's got to play this fight smartly if he wants to have any attempt at getting one out. He does disarm the Jug, turns back over towards Nisha. Does still have a little bit of timing left on the TD. Rage is back up. He's trying to chase, but Nisha's into the trees. And with the Rage about to end once more, he's just trying to escape. Another Yule's control. Kura, has he got any stun to save him with? He does not. They'll kill off the life stealer. Kura Kuro's left alone. He brought back for this attempt. It's not going to be a success as Kuro's dead for a minute. Nigma putting everything into that attempt to make something happen off the back of an ambitious smoke. It was a high-risk, potential high-reward scenario and something they really needed to look for, but it doesn't work out for them and they continue to fall further behind.
The problem is this Timbersaw can do whatever he wants in a team fight. Also, Yule Scepter, dispelling Iron Shell, dispelling that Surge once they start to retreat. Juggernaut killed only position 5 Nyx Assassin who fought back, so ulti was not that efficient. If he gets ulti on a better target in the next team fight when they have no save, it could be crucial if there's even gonna be a next fight.
Vacuum onto 2 of them. Trying to focus their efforts onto Matthew, but still with that Aegis, they have so much of that hero to work through if they really want to take him down the twice. As he'll be able to simply back off, tier 3's down. The base now exposed for Nigma.
This is the item you want to get on your Timbersaw. Heaven's Halberd against this single core lineup on side of Nigma, just a cripple life stealer. It also amplifies all your healing.
Extra bit of percentage booster. He's going to do a lot to make sure that Zai goes from unkillable to unkillable. If that is even a word, I'm sure you've got to invent it for Zai to take this game. He's so big, he's so tanky. There's very little they can do to bring him down. Now, outside of the base, Nigma trying to find something, but the latter there immediately, they've got to help Miracle. Miracle is out. GH will save him. Miracle will live for now. They'll turn their attention towards Kuro. Kuro will not be quite as fortunate. Nyx Assassin's dead. Mind Control attempts to surge away, but again, these Yule Scepters, as you mentioned, just ruining any attempt for Mind Control to play out of there. He does still have the invis. The Glimmer. Vacuum onto 2. Matthew immediately Blade Fury. Stays on top of the target of Mind Control. Will start down once more. Who can they find? Dive.
Now, Timber.
Trying to finish up the kill, but Nisha finds Mind Control. They have got the life takeaway onto the bat. Bat falling low with the Firefly still up, so we can get around the cliff. Get away from Miracle. Miracle jumps into the safety of the speed tree. They try to escape, but Matthew is deep inside the base, on top of the ball. Buybacks are coming out from Nigma, but they're hemorrhaging lives, losing heroes. What more can be done to stop the side of Secret? They do triple dive with the spike carapace.
Another one.
Dive, force back. Can they save in Secret? This is going to be a huge kill for Nigma, and they'll find it. They do manage to shake Secret up just a little bit.
These were the 2 buybacks from Nigma, just to save the tier 3 tower. Also, I don't think you should be using Laguna on that Timbersaw. It just tickled them. Batrider with the freshly bought Blink. I mean, for BKB, he can do whatever he wants in the backlines. Find the target that he wants to go for.
Some sort of a defense, though, from Nigma, and the ability for Miracle to get his next major item done. The Mjolnir is complete. So at least an additional extra bit of damage output with how much has been hitting him in this fight. There is going to be a huge amount of procs from that active shield if he gets in. But obviously still many answers that Secret do have for that damage output. Having the completed pipe on Zai, as we've seen this whole game, has just made it so hard for Nigma to start the fight off with quick kills.
So the kiting potential will be really hard to play against some team. You have this healing where you have a force that also goes by. Up one.
They're in. Now we are. He brought back, so he's dead for 75. A long old time. GH turn towards. He's just going to split from the rest of his team, try and make sure the rest get out of there. In fact, they're already ignoring GH. They know that they don't need to kill the IO. They can win the game by closing up these kills on the other cores. Mind Control is a nice 3-man vacuum wall, but that's all it is. Nothing else to throw out there as Nigma will lose 2 cores. Secret can now start to try and push in this bottom lane, which has been pushed all the way around to their tier 2 tower. So likely that Nigma will have everyone back in the game before Secret meet the high ground once more. Miracle throughout this just trying to use the space mid to get his next item done. The only core right now on Nigma that has some sort of semblance of farm.
They don't have the answers for Blade Fury Jug, KB on Batrider, and Zai can also do whatever he wants. He cuts into backlines, gets the vision on all the heroes, then Batrider goes in, finds a target that used the buyback in the previous fight. Now they're gonna start attacking your Raxes.
They are. Nigma, what can they do to push this one back? 10 seconds, no Weehaw, so a huge amount of team push is gone. Final Miracle pops the Rage but already GH is focused intently. The ice
No buyback.
destroys the IO. Over they go to mind control, and Best will be there from Miracle to try and help out, but the stun catches them all. Over towards Kuro. Spike characters will save it. Weeha's back in the game. They're looking to try and take down the support. Miracle commits with the rage.
They're forced
Heading
back.
over towards Puppy, gets the healing ward, but as soon as the rage ends, Miracle knows he has to retreat. Back over towards the Rats to continue the push. Weeha's found once more, a little too far forward. They just cannot deal with the pressure that Secret's applying. They'll lose off Kuro, as they know Kuro's the only one left. But then again, there's not much they've got left here at all, Nigma. As Secret, they know that they can look to close down this game too. Onto the tier 4s they go. Nigma just with no means to push back Secret's lineup.
Disintegrate.
When it's time to call it, it's time to call it. Darkster still has the wall, so they're gonna try one more fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The problem is Lifestealer's not dealing damage. This two heroes have pretty much infinite armor. Timbersaw and the Juggernaut. Nice combo.
It's a good setup for Yapko. Just makes it a huge counter play. The stolen impale thrown back in response.
Radiant's
A second rack will go down, no doubt about it. Nigma not yet to tap out. Maybe they want to give it one final attempt. Nisha is playing close to the fountain. We did see at the end of game 1, Nisha did die to the fountain.
Oh,
So
reload.
maybe that's what Nigma's playing for again here. But I don't know if he's going to make that mistake once more here in game 2. As the second tier 4 starting to fall. Nigma, one final attempt, but the Lasto's there. They've caught Miracle. Miracle, can he get a rage up in time? He cannot. The chain stuns are out. Nigma, they lose heroes, they lose the game. This one's over, done and dusted, as Secret will take the second game. Nigma, they just weren't able to get a foot in this time round. They had this draft, they had their life stealer, but
Puppy
they just
kicked
weren't
them
able to
out.
play it.
Yep, they fell into a trap. Puppy knows how to trap, knows how to play this matchup because they were having a tri lane. If you compare how other teams approached this Miracle's Lifestealer, they let him free farm in the laning stage and then they just group up. You can't kill him. This was not the case. There was AA, there was Timber who was causing a lot of issues. Man, Zai is such a bro. If you give him a hero that he does not have a good matchup against, he's still gonna carry. If you give him a Timbersaw, he's gonna deliver.
I mean, and if you're Nigma right now, what does this sort of say to you? You've tried your life stealer, it's clear that Secret have an answer. Do you think Nigma can draft in a way that can set up a good game for Miracle's life stealer, or is it simply that something that Secret have too good of a grasp on?
It worked for them against some weaker teams. They showed good performance against Team Secret, but it feels like Team Secret is a bit higher than Nigma, and they have an answer for what Nigma is doing.